Alright, hello everyone, Mukluk here, and we are back with another morning stream. Last night was the 2024 Game Awards. I did not watch them because they were 5 hours long. So I usually am the kind of guy who waits till the next day and just sees kind of the highlight reel, and today is no such exception. Last night, in addition to the awards being given out, there was also a lot of trailers for new games coming out that were showcased. And I got absolutely blasted by links from the community, like, you need to watch this, you need to watch this, you need to watch this. So what I have here is a whole bunch of the trailers that people linked to me. For those that don't know, on this channel, most known for the Guild Wars 2 content. However, in the last year, I think we played 85 games on this channel, and the year before, 90. So we do go through a lot of games, so let us see what we have to look forward to in the future. The first trailer is called Elden Ring Nightreign, which I'm assuming is a new DLC. Let's see what it is. The world still looks gorgeous. Ice? No, blue, followed by blue fire. So Guardian's acting up. Bandai Namco Entertainment. Okay, so whatever this stuff is spreading at a huge rate from software. Not a DLC, chat says.
Seekers of redemption, you were chosen. Thrown together by forces beyond.
What in the Monster Hunter? Just catch a ride on birds now. Yes, throwing a punch while you fire the crossbow makes it stronger. Grappling hook thing. Player has wings now? Maybe it was like an Ash of War type thing? Not sure. He just got clocked.
Tragedy must be averted.
A lot of these combat clips, there's multiple players.
I need your help.
And it doesn't have the people other than the host of Embers be just like color palette.
Stand tall.
Wall running a little bit. Like the Nameless King! He came from Dark Souls to kick your ass. Big Frog Satyr thing. Oh, the chain! I would have dodged that. I'm built different. I could have dodged that. So there's three players fighting 3 dogs there.
The life of the Night Lord.
Elden Ring Nightreign. Standalone co-op action game, 3-man groups. Can you play it solo, or do you have to have a 3-man group to get through it? I mean, it's Elden Ring, so I'm probably interested. We did fully clear Elden Ring, and also the Elden Ring DLC on this channel. I had fun doing it. The controls were not great, but everything else about the game I would say was positive. The controls were the worst part. Not enough known yet. Okay, so this is just like a first look. This is good. This literally looks like the Nameless King from Dark Souls 3. And it's from Soft, so it could be. That would be kind of weird. This looks like, similar to those giant bows from DS3 as well. Dude, this thing. Looks like the Hypnotoad's eyes on this thing. Yeah, and every time you see the people, they're all fully colored in. It's not like a couple of them are blue or red or whatever. It's this person. Not only do they have bird wings, they got a bird head too. That is interesting. Well, yeah, that looks good. I will absolutely play that if I could play it solo, or might have to get 2 other people. Probably not Flute for this one. We'll see. All right, that was Elden Ring Nightreign. The second link people have been blasting me with. The Witcher 4. And I gotta say, the title alone has me pretty hype. I have played Witcher 1, Witcher 2, Witcher 3, Witcher 3 Heart of Stone. I don't think I ever played Blood and Wine. That last DLC. But I've played almost the entire Witcher franchise. I am an enjoyer of it. Let's see what this looks like. Cinematic trailers pre-rendered in Unreal Engine 5 on an unannounced NVIDIA GeForce RTX GPU. So it's basically saying this is just the video. The game's not going to look this good.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child
Igni!
into a remarkably young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Tain't the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Even heart of gold. You've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty.
What did I just walk into? Look
Darn.
respectfully, Jack.
Sweeten. Today's the day. Ye fill out your destiny.
Now, is this something innocent, like she getting married, or is that girl gonna be like a sacrifice or something? She looks a little terrified. Maybe that's Dad?
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
Really feeling like this is a sacrifice thing.
A Witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition.
Wait.
Chosen she is.
That looks like Siri.
By the gods!
No!
Hang on. No, I haven't seen any of these before. Oh, she's got the cat eyes too. Dang. I don't hate it. I think she looks good.
You chose her.
I feel like the voice is way off. Like, we heard her talk so much in Witcher 3. I do feel like the voice is very off. Like, it's not like women's voice gets really deep after puberty. But, I don't hate it. Sorry, hold on a sec. I paused to talk. Let's back up.
Tradition. Chosen she is. By the gods!
No!
You chose her.
So, hold on. If she has the... hold on. I'm trying to remember my Witcher lore, because I haven't visited the Witcher franchise in many years at this point, since Heart and Stone came out. So, if she's got the eyes, that means she went through that ritual, right? The thing that, like, kills a lot of the young boys that are trying to become Witchers. And she... Geralt was like... the Trial of Grasses. That's right. Because Geralt kept telling her, like, you don't need to take it, because there was a risk of her dying if she took it. So if she's got the eyes, that means she took it and she passed.
Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
Is that thing? I feel like I will say that I'm being a little nitpicky here. There was a trailer before Witcher 3 came out where Geralt was going in to fight this this lady demon that was like hiding in a barn. And, you know, he drank his potions outside before he went in. This thing's slapping her around. It feels kind of silly closing her eyes to chug in the middle of the thing. I'm nitpicking. I'm nitpicking. It just seems like maybe you should have drank that outside. Now, can she no longer teleport around? Like she was... I mean, maybe there's a lore reason.
Cannot be changed. You cannot change anything.
An electric punch? Okay, that's probably her own power. She's got a scorpion chain now. And she can fire Igni through it. Oh, did they kill the girl that came back to the village?
She went to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
Oh no, no, no.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
A reference to the Witcher 3 trailer where he said killing monsters. I'm excited. Yo, if it's a Witcher game made by CD Projekt Red, I'm hyped. It's probably going to be very fun. Someone in chat is saying the Trial of Grasses in the story was said that it didn't work on women. I don't remember that, but I will admit, The Witcher 3 lore is very vast. It is possible that they said that at some point, and I don't remember it. I don't know. I also have not read the books. I've played games 1, 2, and 3, and did Heart and Stone DLC, as I mentioned. So, I don't know. Maybe they're backpedaling on that. Maybe Ciri... I mean, Ciri was a dimension hopper, remember? Like, she hopped through a lot of dimensions, and it was like canon that she actually visited. I think it was Cyberpunk, or some other franchise that they did, because she described it. So she's definitely a bit special. I am a bit curious here, because, like, in Witcher 3, when you play Ciri, she could do those short range, like her dodge was replaced by short range teleports. She could like blink all over the place, and she was doing none of that in this trailer, which made me think, halfway through it, I was like, did she lose some of her powers? You know, like over time or something? But then she did that weird electric punch thing, and I was like, okay, maybe... Hold on, let's see if I can find it. Alright, so right here. So there's water, and then I thought she was calling water to her. I'm like, okay, she's gonna, like, freeze this thing or something. But then I'm like, okay, maybe it's just mana? Like, it's like energy of some sort? Because she... Then there's a fog, and I'm thinking, okay, it's ice. It's like chill. And then electrocution. Oh, okay. So it wasn't. She wasn't pulling on water. She was pulling on mana or energy of some sort, I guess. Wasn't she also trained with magic by Yennefer? I can't recall. Possibly. But at the very least, if she's got the ability to use like the potions and the Witcher senses and stuff like that, and she's also got like the steel and silver swords, but then she's also got this chain thing on her hand and her powers on top of that. She's definitely got more than the standard Witcher kit at the cost of a bit of body strength. So she's going to have like more stuff. But yeah, this looks great. I don't know. There's some people that are saying, some people in chat are saying that when they showed this at the Game Awards, people were chanting woke in chat. I don't know about that. I will say in terms of just writing for this little fight scene, it wasn't perfect. Like her drinking the potion and closing her eyes because it tasted so bad in the middle of combat. That to me was just kind of like, wait, what? And then also, you know, the monster, you know, her sword strikes not working on the monster's arms, then the monster, you know, monologues a bit, then her sword strikes dismember the monster's arms in one slash each. That to me was kind of like, okay, but it was good. It wasn't perfect, but it's good, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm absolutely going to play this game. Okay, so that was the Witcher 4 trailer. All right, the next one people have sent me. What if it isn't Ciri? It's gotta be Ciri. Come on. She's got the scar on her face. She's got like the white hair. Is older. It's gotta be Ciri. It's gotta be. All right. The next one. What is this one called? Hold on a second. Split Fiction. Official gameplay reveal trailer. All right. I have no idea what this is by name alone. Oh, wow.
You know, we sure cause a lot of explosions.
From the... Oh! From the makers of It Takes Two. That was a great game. Me and Gabe played that game. For those who don't know, me and my kid played that game. That game is one that requires two people to play it. But if you buy a copy, you basically get a key to give to a friend that's free so that they can join your game. You don't have to buy two copies for one group of two people to play it. But it was a very enjoyable game. Okay.
Okay, you better get ready, because I'm about to show you Hazelight's next co-op adventure called Split Fiction. And let me tell you this, get ready for a ride.
There was no need for that, but he decided, okay.
You play as Mio and Zoe, two aspiring writers that hope to get published by a new tech company that can simulate their stories to life.
I can't do this.
Please calm down. It's time. You can't shut. No!
Accidentally, they end up in the same simulation.
What are you doing
Accidentally? It's because one of them was throwing a tantrum.
in my story? Something bad is going on here.
And there, they find out that their stories are about to get stolen.
No one escapes my simulation.
What? I'm gonna hijack your brain.
And in order to save them, they have to escape back to reality through the very worlds that they created.
Hands above your heads.
But the thing is, they're strangers, and Mio writes sci-fi, while Zoe writes fantasy. So you will, for every level in the game, jump between a sci-fi world and a fantasy world.
All right, I'm grinning ear to ear right now, and the reason why is fantasy, like swords and magic and dragons and dungeons and stuff. That's my favorite genre. Sci-fi is my close second. Okay, like, dude, Star Trek, Warhammer 40K, yeah, anything spaceship, stuff like that. It is a close second for me. So this is like, what they're attempting here is an amalgamation of my two favorite, like, worlds.
We at Hazelight love variation, and you'll have a unique mechanic for every level. Let me give you some examples. In this level, you start out by finding dragon eggs that hatch.
Hey, stop licking.
And then they become a little bit bigger dragons with new abilities. But in the end, they grow up to be full-ass dragons. And now, you can fly around and kick ass.
So they grow very fast.
In another level, you play these ball droids that can magnetize and shift to different forms. And then the droids become your exosuits. And you can now attack and hack different objects.
I gotta say, before knowing that those are gonna become my exosuit, if those things were crawling all over me, I'd be freaking out. I wouldn't give them time to become an exosuit. I'd be like, whoa!
Here's another one. You play as pigs, and they later become... Anyway, let's not talk about that level too much. And as always...
Yeah, I remember one of my favorite levels in It Takes Two, you were shrunken down, and you and your partner each had an object, and mine was a fidget spinner, and it was actually my favorite level. Because you could, like, spin it really fast and basically, like, use it like a glider through the air and all kinds of crazy stuff.
With the Friends Pass, you only need to buy one copy of the game to play it with your friend online.
There it is. There it is. So each group of 2 people is only one purchase.
That's what Hazelight is about. No loot boxes, no microtransactions, and no bullshit. You just get the game.
You have unpaid parking tickets. Time to die.
Excuse me?
Unpaid parking tickets, time to die. That's fantastic. Not that I ever even considered that this would be the type of game that would have microtransactions or loot boxes or anything like that. However, it is nice to see more companies that have become successful call out the BS on that type of behavior. Because, like, I would love for it to be the norm that when a game starts to do that stuff, that the other devs make fun of them. I'm sorry. Like, I would love for that to be the norm so that, people hesitate before adding that stuff to their game. Like, let's just bully that out of gaming. That would be great. Split Fiction. I mean, this looks fun. It doesn't look perfect. Like, if I'm going to nitpick, I think that, the events that led to them getting stuck into the game thing just seem kind of cringe. But I recognize that it was kind of necessary build up to get there, and then everything after that looks like a blast. And based on my experience with It Takes Two, I had a lot of fun playing that game. It was good, gameplay, good storytelling. Me and the boy both enjoyed it. Probably going to ask him if he'd be interested in playing this, and would love to try this out. I would love to try this out. And again, that game is called Split Fiction. All right. Crimson Wolf says you should play some RPGs, and mobile PC monetization feels better after that experience. I play some mobile games from time to time. Like real talk, I have played Raid Shadow Legends, I have played Clash of Clans, and if you are the kind of person that can just look at a mobile shop and just turn that off and not care about it, there are some fun games out there. Unfortunately, some of them also have like predatory monetization, so I'm not recommending them from the rooftops or anything. It's like I could play Clash of Clans and completely ignore the in-game store. When it comes to mobile games that don't have like predatory monetization, the first one that comes to mind is actually Balloons. I played Balloons for 100 hours before I found out it had a shop. I didn't even realize. They are not in your face about it. It doesn't like pop up and get in your face when you open the game or anything like that. But going off topic here. Anyway, this looks good to me. I would love to play this. I'll have to ask the boy if he's interested in that. That is Split Fiction. All right, the next trailer I've been sent is Outer Worlds 2. Okay, I did full clear Outer Worlds. I thought it was okay. Like, I would say I gave it like a 7 out of 10. I didn't love the game. I didn't hate it either. It was good. It was good. Let's see how this one looks.
From the studio that brought you Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Part 2. Neverwinter Nights, Part 2. And Fallout 3, Part 2. New Vegas. Comes a completely original Part 2. And like all good sequels, we've included everything that should have been in the first game. More action. More weapons. And more graphics. Get ready for an adventure that took 3 times longer to make, but will almost certainly be 2 times bigger.
Baby, 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 you ain't seen nothing yet. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. It's something that you never will forget. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet.
In 2025...
Wait, what? Did it just throw crabs on that man? What was that?
In 2025.
Oh, gross. What are these? You like launch tapeworms at this poor man.
Welcome back to the future. Try not to break it again. The Outer Worlds 2.
I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity.
You made up that last word. Well, they can make a trailer, that's for sure. They got me hyped for it. All right, I mean I'm gonna classify that as definitely willing to give that a try. And you know what? If I like it, maybe I'll finish the whole thing just like I did the last one. Definitely willing to try that out. They made a good trailer there. Also, I'm pretty sure if this video gets DMCA'd, that song is going to be the reason for it. All right. Let's see. I don't have much else to say on that one. The world looks good. The weapons look good. The announcer there, they made me want to try this out. It was good for a trailer. It was good for a trailer. All right. The next one, Borderlands 4. Before I was ever a streamer, I cleared Borderlands 1 and 2. I played 2 multiple times. I think as a streamer, I cleared Borderlands 3 and Borderlands the pre-sequel. I think I've played, also I've played the, what is it, Tiny Tina's Wonderland? That was my favorite one. The one that was like, you know, she's hosting a Dungeons and Dragons game and you're a player on the board. So you got gun in one hand and a magic wand in the other. And it was a mix of, again, sci-fi and fantasy type of thing. That was my favorite one. And the comedy was on point. It was really, really good. And I think I've played every Borderlands game except the Tales of series. I haven't gotten around to those. So probably already going to play this, but let's see what the trailer says. Trailer is a mix of cinematics and gameplay, and not all footage appears in games. Yo, I'm betting at the Game Awards when this mask flipped over and it showed this, that people went nuts. I'll have to go back and check. softly. Wait, what did the mask make him evil? Whoa, Sarah Kerrigan, what are you doing here? Darth Maul. So the psychos are holding back the alien invasion? Those the 4 classes. She summons a bot racer? The loot. Yeah, Borderlands is one of those games known for loot explosions. Oh, okay, well, first of all, his strong arm. Second of all, that guy wailing on the ground to the beat was so good. Break free. Oh, the vault symbol. I almost forgot. I actually have this on my desk. Okay. Hold on a sec. Well, I wanted to see, what was this again? What are these? Are these axes? Is that like an axe of fire and an axe of cold? No. No, I don't know. So these things, like, assembled in his hand, and it looks like axes. And then he immediately... What is he doing here? Oh, okay. So the right one he put away, and the left one he threw. Okay. So, I guess one of the classes can do that. Now, in each Borderlands game so far, there was typically 4 starting classes you could play. I'm guessing these are them. My first question is, do you think that's a siren? Or is this just a lady with purple tattoos? In most of the games, there's a siren. The others could be anything. Got a few people in chat saying, yeah, I think that's a siren. So, I mean, this is probably our warrior. Hold on. The left hand is, like, golden. The guy that did the axes, was the left hand golden? Yes. Okay. So, big lad. So, the big fella is the guy that summons the axes. So, he's probably our warrior berserker guy. And then, so we got this lady on the end, this person on the end here. In most of the games so far, one of the classes has had some kind of summoning. You know, either there was the commando built the turret, or there was the fella in the pre-sequel, can't remember his name right this second, that summoned the 2 drones. Stuff like that. And I'm not talking about, like, classes that were added later on, like Gage, the Necromancer. I'm talking about ones that launch. So I'm guessing either the far left or the far right is going to have some summoned toy, because they almost always have something like that. As far as the other one, no idea. Not sure. But absolutely going to play this when I get the chance to do so. I have greatly enjoyed the Borderlands franchise so far. I would like to put this in my eye and ear holes. Borderlands 4. All right. Next one. The next one that y'all sent me. Turok Origins. Okay. We're finally getting a game where I have very little experience in. Growing up, Yeah, I never had consoles. I saw console games when I would visit friends' houses. My parents never got me consoles. So I know of Turok as the dinosaur game. Right? I'm familiar with it. I've seen it around. I've never played a Turok. Let's see what it looks like. Mix of pre-rendered and gameplay footage. Oh, an axe and a bow. That thing wasn't getting a break. Whoa! What is this soul stealing thing? Is he Dragonborn? What's going on here? Turok Origins. He's Dinoborn. I like the laser bows. What? Hold up, was that a vine? What is this? Oh, very short trailer. Okay, that's it. That's it, very short trailer. Turok Origins. All right, I would be new to that franchise, but I'm gonna file that as file that under. I would absolutely try that. I really like the look of that weird vine weapon and the bow the most. Look kind of Warframe / Monster Hunter-y. I mean, Turok came before those, I think. Actually, no, I mean, there's been a lot of Monster Hunter games. I don't know if the original Turok came before the original Monster Hunter. I'd have to Google that. But I'm not going to do that right now. Probably beat Warframe, though. Turok in 2025. What a time to be alive. Okay. All right. Let's see. You got to watch the new Helldivers 2 trailer? I have not seen the new Helldivers 2 trailer. Helldivers 2 trailer. Hang on a second. Posted 13 hours ago. Omens of Tyranny? Is this it? Did they post this at the Game Awards? Okay, too. I'll put this in another tab. We'll get to that one soon. No one sent me that one. Let's see. Okay, so the next one that I was sent is called Onimusha. Onimusha? I think I'm saying that right. Way of the Sword. Official reveal trailer. All right, I know nothing about this one. For all I know, this is a brand new franchise or one I'm not familiar with. Onimusha. I can't help but thinking of Inuyasha, which is a similar word, but probably completely different. Kagome! Old Capcom franchise. Okay. Those souls, energy, mana. Well, Shang Tsung just ate them all, so they're gone now. Capcom presents. Whoa, that guy looks spooky. Onimusha Way of the Sword. 2026. Huh. To see, like, some of this stuff, like, that's an XU, that's, like, combat. It's just, like, a finisher. So far, every one of these dudes looks the same. other than the big fellas that we're seeing. Huh. I wonder how this is gonna play. I mean, seeing like these camera angles and stuff makes me think Souls-like. That does not at all mean it's going to be one, but I'm wondering if it's gonna play like Sekiro or Ghost of Tsushima type of thing. I definitely want to keep an eye on this one because most Souls-like games I really enjoy. I've cleared a lot of them. Most recently, Black Myth Wukong and Ghost of Tsushima, I full cleared all the bosses in those. The fact that every single enemy in this little trailer looks the same, other than a couple of the big ones at the end, makes me a little worried at the variety of monsters in the game. You played Crab Souls this year? Yeah, I played Crab Souls this year too. That one was really easy. That one was like kid friendly. But yeah, it looks all right. It looks all right. Definitely, I'll keep an eye on it. If it looks like a decent Souls-like game, I'll absolutely play it. If it doesn't, then I won't. We'll see how it looks. All right. The next trailer I was sent, whoa, what the heck? It's like a graphic novel. Is called Dispatch. I have no idea what this one is, so. When's my onboarding? Let's get it. Ad hoc studio. From some of the people that brought you The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, Tales from the Borderlands. The first one. Still effable? All right. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I did just mention the Tales from games are the only Borderlands games I haven't played. I know what The Wolf Among Us is. I haven't played it myself. That's funny. Buy another Twinkie.
You're Mega Man. You're dead, I thought.
This on the inside. My suit was destroyed.
You have a lot left to give. I would like to make you an offer.
This is SDN. How can we help you?
You want me to sit in an office and dispatch heroes?
In exchange, we can make you Mecha Man again. Washed up dad bod superhero with no superpowers. Can't wait.
Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers?
That guy is not dad bod. That guy looks pretty slim and fit. That woman does not know the definition of dad bod.
Me.
Too easy.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
What are you doing in Visigal? Is that your car?
I don't have a car.
That's gonna be a weird insurance claim.
The way things are going, I'd cut the whole damn team.
Wait, what was that from? Okay, alright, I'm not reading that out loud. Dude, this dude missing a tooth.
All of you in this room have set this program ablaze with your bullshit.
You're right at home behind that desk because you're no hero. You're a nerd playing a video game in a suit your daddy built.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
What's your name, little guy?
My name's Beef and I'm naked.
Oh, no, I refuse to believe that's what he sounds like.
meth puppet voice. Okay, all right, thoughts. At first, when I saw like the little, click the box and then it showed him behind the desk and clicking to assign people to different jobs, this thing, when I first saw this, I was like, Because, like, just from this shot, it could be a mobile game. Which, again, I play mobile games. I'm not a hater of mobile games, but I've never really been hyped for a mobile game, right? So just from this, I was like, oh, this looks really simple. But then the rest of this has actually been extremely enjoyable and funny. And then it also has this little like mini game thing on the side. So after seeing the whole trailer, they've made me want to play it. They've made me want to see this story. Mainly for the story, not for this. Like, you know, I'll play this. This is fine. But I'm just saying, like, what has gotten me hyped for this game is the story itself. That's cool. That's cool. Once again, that was Dispatch, which was just officially revealed. Did they have a release date? It just says 2025. So, yeah, like 2 weeks. It'll be out in like 2 weeks. All right. That was the last trailer I had up until a few minutes ago when someone said Helldivers 2 got a new thing. So I apparently need to watch this. All right, Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 was a great game. I played 47 hours of it. I really enjoyed it. I moved on to some other game. I forget what it was, but I was playing Helldivers 2. I played like nothing but that for a few weeks, and then some new game came out that I was interested in trying, and so I moved on to that. So I haven't played Helldivers 2 in a little bit, but I greatly enjoyed the time that I spent in it. Let's see what this new update has.
They arrived without warning, laying waste to our peaceful colonies.
The teddy bear with the armor.
All resistance.
Oh, is this the third enemy faction?
They stole our citizens' homes and their minds. And something much, much worse. Their freedom.
There it is.
But when our citizens are attacked, our greatest heroes arrive to set them free.
Some content shown requires paid purchase of war bonds and game progression to unlock. Well, thank you for your honesty.
Together, we will save our people from this tortured existence.
Wait, was that the Wilhelm scream?
Save our people from this tortured existence.
Yeah.
For we are those who stand.
All right, so clearly the moral with there was to run away because only the guy who ran lived.
For we are those who stand in the way of all tyranny, who will give our lives today for a freer tomorrow, who will take back control of freedom. And deliver peace to our homes. We are the Helldivers.
Looks good. Looks good. So the third enemy faction is finally out, and it looks like you're just fighting them on Earth or a populated planet because it's like people that got turned into enemy zombies or whatever we're calling them. They've added a lot since you last played about 70 things. Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Like I've been bouncing through a lot of games since then. Like, all right, so since I last played Helldivers 2, I've visited every game on this list. do you see this? Now, some of these I just purchased and I haven't tried yet, but most of these I've played since I last played Helldivers 2. Like that's how busy I keep. So yeah, great game. I would recommend it, but I haven't played it in a while, so it's gotten ahead of me there. All right, that is the last one I had. Those look good. All right, Elden Ring, gonna play it. Witcher 4, gonna play it. Split Fiction, if Boy is interested, definitely gonna play it with him. Outer Worlds, game to try it out. Borderlands 4, gonna play it. Turok, game to try it. Onimusha, gonna keep an eye on it. Dispatch actually has me thinking I need to try out the other Telltale games because that looks really good to me. And Helldivers 2, I'll have to reinstall and try that out. Looks good. Muck, you gotta look at Intergalactic. Was that something that they showcased yesterday, Jack? Or is that just something random you're recommending? The rebalance they did to Helldivers was incredible. I was playing today and I really like fighting the Illuminate and the car and urban maps. Yes, it was yesterday. Let me see. Intergalactic trailer. Let me see what comes up. Posted 12 hours ago. All right, this is probably it. Posted by PlayStation. Okay. All right. Intergalactic. All right. If this is an existing franchise, I don't think I know anything about this. It's called Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. Oh no, it's in Wingding's font. The suffering of generations must be endured to achieve our divine end. Alright. Oh, wait, hold on. Captured on PS5, in-game cinematics. Blown up? Now, I would assume if you're someone who shaves your head every day, you gotta immediately jump in the shower, right? Because she's gonna have little, like, hair clippings all over her. That's gonna make you itch. Like when I shave, when I trim, I gotta lean over the sink because there's clippings everywhere. Looks like I ate Oreos over the sink. You don't just do this and then go on about your day. I like the cartoons. You shake like a dog, but then you get it everywhere. 5 Aces Mastermind, dead or hiding, potential aliases, what happened to 5 Aces, hyperspace, known variants. Thief terrorizes Blue System Business District. The largest safety deposit ship discovered empty weeks after theft. Is that her? That might be her? No, keep the cartoons on.
Jordan, tell me something good. Well, you're right, it checks out. He's hiding out around this Imperium moon.
Excellent.
How is that excellent? He's next to fucking Simperia. No one has left that planet in over 600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it is never heard from again.
Superstitions.
No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet. These are facts.
You worry too much.
You know what I worry just the right amount. I say we wait for him to leave, or how about we find a new lead? He's not worth it.
I'm sorry, this cup. Did she take her spaceship through a drive-thru? Do they have space drive-thrus? Burn like $300,000 worth of rocket fuel to pull up and get a Big Mac and fries?
I'm wasting my time, aren't I?
Can you please claim him?
Space
I don't need
Donalds.
another hunter swooping in.
Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there.
He clearly is.
He is clearly desperate.
And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another agent.
Anyone else with all your fucking shit? Okay, alright, you know what? There, you're the boss.
You're telling me she leaned over that keyboard while it was sideways and hit 3 keys and did that? Oh, she is very good at her job.
Thank you.
Any of y'all seen that clip on the internet called Two Idiots, One Keyboard? It was from like a CSI episode. And there was this lady and she's like, oh, we're getting hacked. Oh, and the guy's like, move over. And he moves over and there's two of them on one keyboard that are like hitting keys. I'm flashing back to that, I think. It was NCIS. Yeah. I'm flashing back to that in this moment. You type faster? Two people?
Thank you.
Listen, kid. I'll see you on the other side.
The jacket reminds me of Star-Lord. A CD player. I tried to play Last of Us, the first one, recently, and I could not get it to run, and I ended up refunding it on Steam. I could not get the thing to work on my PC. I've heard so many good things about it. All right. I will say, okay, the goal of any trailer is to make you to want to play their game, right? This was interesting from a, like, laying the foundation of the story perspective. However, I will tell you, this right here, hold on a second. This... This has me more intrigued than anything in the other 4 minutes of this video. Like, there's just... Like, there's no gameplay and no real hint at what the gameplay is going to be. You know? It was her shaving and talking and then, like, watching cartoons and talking to her agent and trying to find someone you don't know who. You know, we were talking about Space McDonald's. And then, you know, thanks for the help, and then I'm playing a CD, and then we're traveling. Like, none of this, like, is it a story game? Is it a racing in space game? Is it a game where you pilot the ship and you're, like, in the ship and you're doing, like, dogfighting the whole time? Is it a game where the ship just transports you to planets, then you get off and you fight on foot? I'm guessing it's on foot just because of this scene. Like, this trailer, to me, does a really poor job of giving you any idea how this game plays. I don't know. You know, this right here has me intrigued. Gonna keep an eye on it. Everything up until that was not great for what a trailer is supposed to do. Is it a trailer? Yes. Yes. What is this? This is Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet announcement trailer. We've been watching game trailers this morning. That's what it is. But yeah, just in woke. I don't care about that. I'm just saying, like, in terms of, like, what a trailer is supposed to deliver. Like, for example, like, I mentioned the Outer Worlds. I was like, Outer Worlds 1 was okay. I finished it, you know, it was good. It wasn't great. And then I watched the trailer for this one.
Almost.
Nothing yet.
This actually makes me hyped to play a game that's in a franchise that I didn't even care that much about. Like, it shows action, it shows gameplay, they've got, like, a good, you know, good beat to it, all that jazz. And then this, I just don't know what to do with this. So if they come out with more trailers for Intergalactic, I'll keep an eye on it. This one, you know, I would say it failed to hook me so far. Other than this one tiny little bit at the end, and I don't even know if this is gameplay or if this is a cutscene. I'm not sure. Like Cowboy Bebop. Is that the only one that thought this was cyberpunk? The room looked very cyberpunk. This one? I mean, it looked sci-fi. I don't know about cyberpunk. Was the other game without the actual gameplay Outer Worlds 2? The other game without actual game. I mean, Witcher just showed a trailer. Witcher 4 did not show gameplay. It just showed a trailer. Let's see. Borderlands showed gameplay. Turok was a trailer. Onimusha showed gameplay. Dispatch showed gameplay. Helldivers showed gameplay. Most of them showed gameplay. Split Fiction showed gameplay. Elden Ring showed gameplay. The one he just showed is Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, this is Outer Worlds 2.
In 2025.
Yeah, that was Outer Worlds 2. The room at the beginning of the Intergalactic trailer. The room at the beginning of the Intergalactic trailer. You mean the bathroom where she was shaving her head? You're saying this looks cyberpunk? I mean, cyberpunk is kind of sci-fi, but I mean, to me, this just looks sci-fi. She's gonna have hair clippings everywhere, I'm telling you. Alright. Wonder why they make the Elden Ring thing a separate game instead of just an Elden Ring DLC. Probably to do with the engine. Usually if they're going to do that, it has something to do with like a limitation on the engine that they were using for the main game, so they needed to do it in a separate engine. Maybe like the multiplayer aspect in some way. GoFundMe for Muck to get a better PC. My PC is fine, other than when it restarted in the middle of the stream yesterday. That part sucked. So people won't complain. I think it gave me Elden Ring made it a separate title so people won't complain for the next Game of the Year nominations. Wow. Outer Worlds 2 should be pretty great though, because the biggest thing lacking from 1 was combat gameplay. From what I heard about the Elden Ring Nightreign game, it was taking a hard step away from Souls gameplay. Elden Ring would need a mod for co-op to work. I don't doubt that. Alright, cool. So that is all the trailers that people sent me that they think I would like. Pretty cool. Definitely some stuff to look forward to. And I'm excited for the gaming of 2025. Definitely hyped for it. Okay. Alright, chat. That is all the trailers, I believe. That is all the trailers that we had to watch. It's gaming time. What about the new Power World expansion trailer? I don't care. Look. With the highest of respect, I have no interest in Power World. It's Pokemon with guns and survival crafting. And I live in America. I'm surrounded by guns. I'm so sick of guns. All right? Like, any game that's like a shooter is something I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Borderlands, I like, but Borderlands is, you know, it's comedy, it's storytelling, it's funny, it's stuff like that, as well as being a shooter. When you tell me, you're like, hey, Muck, you want to try Power World? I'm like, what's Power World? You're like, oh, it's like Pokemon. I'm like, oh, I love Pokemon. You're like, with guns. I'm like, oh, never mind. Like, that's not a for me, that's not a combination of two great things. That's you had a good thing and then you took away from that. I don't care. I don't care about Power World. It's just, I'm not the target audience. It's just not for me. When will be the time to buy the Warhammer DLC? I am doing a sponsored stream for Galactic Civilizations tonight and for Warhammer on Sunday. The Pokemons have the guns. Yeah, I'm aware the Pokemons have the guns, yes. I haven't played it, but I'm pretty sure you work the Pokemon like slaves. You do, yes. Yeah, you make them into like a sweatshop. What if you look at Power World compared to Factorio, but much simpler? Base building and having pals work for you to construct stuff is very fun. I like Factorio, partly because things attack your base from time to time, and you have to defend it with like towers and stuff like that. I will say I didn't like Satisfactory, and Power World, if you're looking at it from that example, is probably closer to Satisfactory than Factorio. They do that in Power World? Yeah, but then you just see something stupid, like a Lapras with an SMG. Like, no, it's not for me, man. It's just not for me. Does the Horizon clone seem more appealing to you? I don't know ethically how I feel about the Horizon clone. I will say it looks fun. It looks like they combined Horizon Zero Dawn with Monster Hunter World, and they also gave it customizable robot dinosaur mounts. But ethically, I'm not sure how I feel about what they did. Okay. We are back in PoE 2. Last time we completed the quest to do 10 tier 2 maps, and we're starting on tier 3. Do I have any yellow ones? Yes, I do. What is this? Area contains 10 additional packs of ferret and monsters and monster packs, monster life. Monsters have more freeze, ignite, and shock buildup. I'm sure that won't be a problem. All right. We need a tier 3. We could do that one. Let's do that. Hopefully they also clone Horizon's mechanic of being overshadowed by better gear. Oh my gosh. Wow. Can't wait to get to endgame at end of Act 2. Have you played Lego Horizon game? I have never played a Lego game at all. Do I need to change that? But yeah, I have not played a Lego game ever. That's actual heresy. I've gotten one for my kid once, but yeah, I just have not. Lego Fortnite stream win. Lego Fortnite actually looks like it could be fun for the Lego aspects, not so much for the Fortnite aspects. I've seen some trailers of it that made it look enjoyable. What's your build as a witch? Fire with a shield? Mostly minions. The fire, like the firewall summons raging spirits, and the raging spirits poison and armor shred. So the firewall is really just an enabler for other things. But yeah, lots of defenses. I've got energy shield, I've got mind over matter, so my mana acts as hit points also. So, and then I've got hit points. So effective health, we've got almost like 3,500 right now. And then also we can active block with the tower shield like I just did there. Most of my damage is coming from the Raging Spirits, the Arsonists, and the Brutes, which are the big hammer skeletons. Occasionally I'll use Unearth if there's a big pile of bodies to make those little scorpion things, but since there's no corpses typically in boss fights, I often get used to not using up the corpses, because in the moments where it matters most, you can't. With some exceptions, like if you're fighting a breach or something, there's 1,000 bodies on the ground. I think Lego Star Wars is on your recommended list. It's a pretty good game. I might get to it. I mean, I'm in the middle of Cyberpunk, which was on the recommended list, and that's a long title. I am enjoying Cyberpunk, though. I feel like my method of fighting in that game has become almost exclusively hacking people or reflecting their bullets back at them. Because if I take a direct hit from anything, like if I use my gun, and then they shoot me, I die. It's like I die in one hit. So I was like, I can't risk raising my gun to my eye. Hacking is the best Cyberpunk experience. Yeah, we just got the ability of, what was it, cyber psychosis hacking last night, which you hack someone with that and they go insane and they either shoot one of their nearby friends or they shoot themselves. It's pretty dark. Cyber psychosis is what happens when you read 4chan. Oh wow, okay. Oh. We've got the Crowbell.
We're just playing. Yes. Show me what you've got.
Dang. My stacks of armor shred wore off. Oh, my whole mana bar just vanished. Hello, mind over matter.
Obey me.
Alright, he gone. What is the difference between a sorceress and a witch? Sorceress, I kind of think of her as doing more elemental attacks, like lightning and fire and cold, and the witch can definitely borrow those, but the witch has more of the spooky magic, like summoning skeletons, or firing bone missiles at people, or ripping blood out of their bodies, cursing them. You know, the witch is more occult. Now, there is some overlap because, you know, anyone can use any skill from the other classes as long as they meet the requirements, but that's kind of the gist I get from it. Also, the Ascendancy choices. Yeah, the Ascendancy choice is the big thing. Like, which can later become an Infernalist or a Blood Mage. I don't remember from off the top of my head what the Sorcerers can become. But the Ascendancies are what really set them apart. Because again, anyone can use any skill as long as they meet the requirements. Because Ascendancies cannot be taken by, you know, the other classes. Siphons mana and does lightning damage. This thing is going to make a ton of explosions when it dies. just use this now while I've got all these bodies to use. Go. 2 rituals remaining on map to find. Okay. Pet Chip. Unfortunately, Chip is not in the room right now. I believe he's asleep in a sunbeam upstairs. Getting his tan. Hamza says, Muck, what's your feedback on the game so far? On Path of Exile 2? I think it's a good game. I think it's a good game. Obviously, it's early access, right? It's not finished. We only have half the classes. We only have a third of the ascendancies. We only have half of the campaign. But we do have a lot of the endgame systems already there. Like, although we have a lot of skills, like if I look at this, you know, and I look at this list, there's a lot of stuff here. If I compare this to PoE 1, there's 500 less skills. So there's many things I've looked for and I'm like, oh, this game doesn't have that. You know, so I'm missing many of those, but those are easily added later. The underlying systems of this game, things like, you know, dodge rolling enemy attacks and actively blocking skills with your shield, you know, being able to move left and shoot right at the same time with WASD movement. I'm very much a fan of the underlying systems here. So, like, right now, I still see myself as someone who would play PoE 1 and 2, but once they've added more content to this game that uses these systems, I'm probably going to say that PoE 2 is preferred. Also, this game feels a bit slower, but more impactful. Like, instead of getting 500 items when you kill a mob, you might get, you know, like, 5 items, but they're, you know, more impactful when you look at them. Additionally, you know, mobs don't involve, you know, When I watch, like, Zizaran and other high-end PoE 1 players do maps, they sometimes finish a map in less than 60 seconds. It's just like blink, 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 and then they kill everything. And yet, you don't have to play like that, but when I'm like, oh, it takes me 15 minutes to do a map, and in that time, they did 15 maps, it feels like I have to play that way. And that's definitely a bit too fast for me. So this I find to be really nice because, again, it's slower but more impactful. This is really weird terrain. I don't like it. Okay, we won. I guys kind of boxed in there. Do you typically play SSF? Okay, so my reason for that, like, PoE 1 has trading. The trade system involves tapping out to a website, searching for the item you want, finding the person who has it, copying their name into the game, sending them a message, waiting to hope that they're not AFK or busy, and then probably messaging the next guy with the next best item, send them a message, hope they're not busy, they message you back, then you meet them in their hideout, you both have to stop what you're doing, and you do the trade. I find it tedious, and it is such a pain that I would rather just play SSF than do the trading system. So I usually do trading just so that when people are like, Mug, why does your gear suck? I could be like, oh, I'm an SSF. It's the best I got. Then they're like, oh, okay. And then they drop it. And I don't have to just, you know, tell the whole story about, like, I'm playing it just because I absolutely hate the trading experience in Path of Exile. Like, it needs, like, a marketplace or an auction house or something. Just automate that crap. But that's one of the few very negative things I have to say about PoE. I would rather play solo than do the trading experience. There's automated currency exchange. Well, yeah, that took 10 years, and that's one thing. So right now, I'm playing SSF, yeah. Do you still play D4? Mm-mm. I reinstalled D4 for Vessel of Hatred, and I played it almost, dude, it was crashing constantly. And during the final boss fight, it crashed again, and I was so sick of it that I just Googled and found a YouTube video for what happens at the ending cinematic after you beat the final boss fight, because I, got kicked out of the game. And then I was like, okay, yeah, this story sucks. And then I uninstalled it, and I haven't been back since. D4 Vessel of Hatred, in my opinion, was so bad that it may have made me lose interest in the franchise that I had been playing since 1996. It was absolutely abysmal, both from a gameplay and a storytelling perspective. Vessel of Hatred was awful. Spearborn class was so broken. Yeah. Spearborn was just any other class but green. These little purple missiles. That is hectic, but we had control. Let's see. While this item is active in your inventory, your next Regal Orb will add only prefix modifiers. Oddly, that's odd. Are you in maps? Yes, this is a tier 3 map. There was a quest to do 10 tier 1 maps, I did that, then 10 tier 2s, I did that, and now I'm starting my first tier 3 map right now. %, increased mana regen, 0.5% life per second, and 5 int and 5 strength. I've been struggling in maps. Salvaging my source build has slowed me down a lot. Salvaging my source... Oh, was your build affected by like a balance patch that they did? Oh, just lost half my effective health. I was using freeze and it got annihilated. Gotcha. Thanks for the thorough feedback. Sure thing, Hamza. I gotta say, the next time I try a class of PoE 2 that doesn't have this many layers of defense, I'm gonna be missing it. I love that I'm like, oh, they got through my energy shield. Oh, they got through my block. Oh, they got through my mana. Oh no, they're starting to scratch my health. Oh! Damn. That was the last guy for the map. I finished the map, and the boss exploded. The boss had some kind of effect on it where when it died, it detonated. And I was standing too close to it because I was just blocking. And I lowered the block when it died because I thought it was over. Shoot. So, I didn't get to get all the loot, but we did finish the map officially.
Go on.
Gotta remember to stand further back. Okay, what do we got here? No life or mana. Got some resistances, though. 122 armor is pretty sick. But no life or mana. If I were to exalt that and get life or mana on it, like a lot of either one, I would absolutely swap to that. 159 mana. And mana is effectively life for me. I would give up some lightning, 23 lightning resist, and gain 16 cold and 28 fire. And 122 armor. Alright, so hold on. Physical damage reduction would go from 28 to 31, so 3% DR. Lightning goes from 62 down to 39. Cold goes from 17 to 33. Fire goes from 52 to 75. Fire maxes out. However, fire is my most important resistance because of this. This converts some incoming cold and lightning damage into fire. So having fire be the one that's maxed out is actually better for me right now. So I think I'll keep this as a, just in case something changes. %20 increased armor ruby. It's not bad. %13 increased Warcry speed. I don't need Warcry speed. Hang on to that one. Okay. Let me check. What gems do I have in here right now? What is this one? Some life regen, some LE damage, knockback, and thorns. So not really doing much. Alright, so right now my armor is 31% DR. With this jewel, it goes to 33. So I'm getting 2% physical damage reduction from using that ruby. It's not bad. Don't know if you use Epic or not. I do from time to time. They're giving away Return to Moria. It's probably a game you'd be someone interested in trying. It's on Steam now too since this summer. Thank you for that heads up. Yeah, I try to log into Epic once a week to snag those free games. But haven't in a little bit. Did I lose XP for dying? I had to have, right? How much XP did I have? Hold on a second. Let me see. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm opening up the YouTube stream and I'm backing up a little bit. Oh, I can't tell. It was behind me. It was behind my camera. However, however much I had, I'm at 0 now. So I definitely lost XP for dying. Exhalation build. Hey, Metalheart. The exclamation build command is actually currently connected to the other game that I main, but if you're interested, if you just want to clip it, that's my build right there. Let's see. Do the Lost Tower. Thought you just leveled up, you put a new passive point in. Yeah, but I'm at 0% XP, and I had killed some things since then, so I should have had a little bit, not be at 0. So I don't know what. I'm not really surprised. In PoE 1, when you pass certain thresholds, you would lose XP for dying, but I don't know how much XP you lose in this for dying. I'm not a fan of this map because the minions get stuck a lot. Like right now, they're not going in there. Come on. Hey, my quick question. Can I use your Furley for Guild Wars 2 in EU, or is this only for US accounts? It works in either. Yeah, as long as you're using the standalone client and you're not playing Guild Wars 2 on Steam or Epic, it works. And I thank you for it. Yeah, and I can put them both. Like, this right here is the one for the free-to-play, and this right here is the one for if you're purchasing expansions. This shrine do? You have additional resistance to elemental damage. Looks like it's plus 50 resist all. Oh, that reminds me, on my the dog, I had wanted to change a support gem. I'll try to remember to do that when I go back to town. We need a counter for how many games each user recommended on the recommendation page. Oh my gosh. That recommendation list is like years long at this point. But we're working our way through it. What gems do you have on the dog? Currently, I have Meat Shield, which increases its health but lowers its damage. However, its Burning Aura is based on its health, so it actually raises the damage of its Burning Aura. Fire Master increases its level by 1. Wildfire makes any ignite that it does spread, so when it runs at enemies, the fire will spread to the whole screen as long as it's in melee range of one of them. Elemental Army increases its resistances, and I don't think that's necessary anymore. So that's the one I want to swap out with something that will give it more damage if possible. Again, so look, I've got so many guys up here stuck. Very frustrating map with this build. Is there a way to check minion LE res, stuff like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you hit, G, and next to any, summon, you click this little arrow, and there's a bunch of stats here. And so like I can see here's its resistances, here's armor, etc. And then there's tabs for the other attacks and stuff too. Now, the temporary pets don't have that. So like Unearth summons these little skelly dudes, these little bone guys. You don't get as much information on those. But most of it's pretty good. So like for example, if I summon Hound, I could see here, the aura does damage as though it did 2,525 fire damage directly. If I take Meat Shield out, it goes to 1,600. So even though Meat Shield says it lowers damage and raises health, it's a massive net gain. So, very useful screen. This kind of reminds me, back when I played Diablo 2, there was a level called the Maggot Lair, and the tunnels were very narrow, like only one person could pass through the tunnels at a time, and if you're playing a Necro, your stuff would constantly get stuck, and you would have to like, you run up to the enemy, town portal, and then come back through the town portal, and it would, when you come through the town portal, all your summons would be like on one spot, and use that to kill enemies, so you would burn a bunch of town portal scrolls getting through that stupid level because of that. Let's see. The top man said I could touch the beaker. Also, the seats would be much more comfortable if we just sat back with happy holidays. Welcome, chat. Thank you, Audible Silence. Appreciate you. Welcome. And more. Who's developing that part of the site? I need to report something on there. I wanted to recommend Anno 1800, but while searching, it only shows the DLC on the drop-down menu. The person who sets up the site is Mael. That's M-A-E-L. On our Discord. He's the one that you can give feedback to if you see something wrong. I was just reading a DM someone sent me. I can answer that later. These things like phase in and out, so they can take a while to fully kill sometimes. Alright, that opens the map up a bit more. Okay.
Yes.
Nothing to identify. Wow, what a dull map. All right, let's alchemy that. Yeah, probably shouldn't use good maps on those towers in the future. There's not a lot going on there. Let's see, what is this one? That's Expedition and Delirium. Wait, what is the Oasis? It's something else. Muck will never get rid of me and my puns. I wasn't trying to get rid of you or your puns. So far. Wait, what? What is going on? There we go. I know, because otherwise how else will you be enjoying disappointingly? Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright. Delirium. Alright, looks like the Delirium is moving south, which is actually perfect for me right now. Dude, I'm so tangled up in mobs right now. No! Stuck! I got 2 distilled thingies. Alright. Is there any loot back here? Not really. Definitely finding Delirium, just because this game is a bit slower paced than PoE 1. But maybe my build just sucks. I don't know. But I'm definitely finding Delirium a bit more difficult to get the rewards above the first tier. Let's see, I'm like, what are the most useful stash tabs to pick first? They are actually on sale. Currency is absolutely the top one for both PoE 1 and 2. Second to that, and it's a pretty big drop after the first one, I would say would be the skill gems tab. I also have like the essence tab for PoE 2, but it's barely noticeable, honestly. If you got leftover points to spend, sure, but otherwise. Unique tab? Unique tab's alright, because unique tab basically gives you a storage spot for every unique in the game, so way later on that can be useful, but like, in my, how long have I played this so far? I played 48 hours of PoE 2 so far, and I found like 6 or 7 uniques. So it's saving me 6 or 7, you know, items worth of space right now. But currency, #1 pick for sure. No question. That's a good group. That's a lot. Can I get a legendary starter kit from the World Wizard's Vault every refresh? Yes. Every 3 months, there is a new Leggy starter kit there. However, it will have different Leggies in it each time. So the kits will not be exactly the same each time. Just to make sure that you understand. He died fast. Trying to mentally remind myself when the rare mob is about to die, just dodge away from it, just in case I don't blow up again. I see your skeletons of skeletons now, redefining the bone zone as we speak. What's up, Cap? Alright, what's Danik want?
Hail, hero! I knew I'd find you here. You've made it this far. Clearly you must have some talent. Care to lend your skills to a matter of honor? I'll sing of you.
Confident. Ugly.
She just call him ugly? It's kind of rude. Detonate. Unset ring.
Obey me.
Didn't know those were in this game. Dang it, I can't see what's hitting me. It's just like constant explosions. Ouch.
All part of my
I
plan.
think that's everything. What up, Monkey Chats? How goes the grind? What's up, Vinceris? Good morning. It's going good. Currently in tier 3 maps. need to bunker down for a minute and let my defenses charge again. Just giving ES a second. How's PoE 2 feel compared to PoE 1? Feels good. Like, obviously PoE 1 was out for 10 years. It had many more layers of complexity. It had like thousands of skill gems, stuff like that. So I'm missing, you know, many of those things, but being able to like move with WASD, I can move right while shooting left, I can dodge roll, I can actively block for 100% block chance, like, those things feel really good. So I think, like, I'm going to prefer PoE 2 once they finish, you know, hammering out the problems. Like, the game crashed on me again yesterday, and I lost a lot of time, which was unfortunate, but, you know, early access. So once they finish hammering out the problems, I think it's going to be good. Like, I think I'm going to prefer this over the first game. I also enjoy that it's a bit slower paced, comparatively to PoE 1. I should probably do like a small video on this. Like, my PoE 2 versus PoE 1, like my thoughts or something, because I get asked it a lot. I'm happy to answer the question, but I should probably record it, and then I can just link it to people. You can get almost one shot a lot. To be fair, you can get one shot in both games. But yes, I would say you can get one shot earlier in PoE 2. That is absolutely true. Have you tried Last Epoch? Yes, I have. If so, how do you compare it between PoE 2 and Last Epoch? Last Epoch has a different system. Instead of having one overwhelmingly large skill tree that makes my wife vomit when she looks at this thing, Last Epoch has a small skill tree for every single skill. So I would say Last Epoch is much more easily digested for people who are new to action RPGs. The graphics of both games are wonderful. The sound design of both games is wonderful. I would say story, if you care about that. Most action RPG players don't care about the story, but I would say Last Epoch's got the better story. I find Path of Exile's story hard to follow, just the way that they deliver it. But they are both great games, and I definitely enjoy both games. But if you were like, you know, I'm new to ARPGs and that skill tree scares me, I would recommend Last Epoch or Grim Dawn to you. Christmas sub from Santa Bezos. Thank you, Nugget. Appreciate that. Did I finish? Oh, I did finish this map. Okay. Alright. I tried Grim Dawn, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. It's older. I forget what year it came out, but it's it's considered a little dated at this point. But in Grim Dawn, what they do is you pick two classes, and then you make a hybrid. And so you could just be a warrior, or you could combine a warrior with a necromancer and make something like a Death Knight, you know? And you could go 50-50 or 60-30 or 60-40 or, you know, 2/3, 1/3, whatever. You can kind of make your own thing. So it's the ARPG version of the Guild Wars 1 class system. Let's see.
Flame Wall.
Let's level that up. Got another one here. Get on Earth. Sun Artifact. I've seen that before. think that goes with those. It's one additional skill slot. Don't know that I'm going to need to use unset rings, but I'll hang on to them for now. Contrary, actually, I've played PoE for many leagues and Grim Dawn for a long time, but Ellie actually made me go to Pinnacle because it felt like you should actually care about learning the bosses instead of blasting them away. Last Epoch? I mean, in Path of Exile, the super endgame, like, the bosses one-shot kill you if you fail to, like, dodge something, you know? So I feel like you definitely have to learn the boss fights in late-game PoE. But yeah, there's some builds that can, you know, people will make, like, ridiculous builds that'll just delete things for sure. Okay, I don't need that. Do that. Sorry for my ignorance, but is there anything notable about the story at all? I don't know why, but as soon as I started PoE, I just ooga booga'd and skipped to basically everything. The brief glimpses I read were, oh, bad guy, oh, good guy fight. I just want to know if I'm missing out or nay. In my opinion, I find the story of both PoE games hard to follow. Just something about the way they deliver it, I find it hard to remember what's going on. Like Blizzard, not a fan of D4, but I remember the entire story. They delivered it in like cinematics and cutscenes and voice acting and stuff like that. In this one, I know that there was an artifact that the hooded guy had, and a human stole it, and the artifact had a beast in it that he made long ago, and humans let it out, and they shouldn't have, and we're basically chasing this thing. And each time we come across it, it's a little bigger, and it's that fleshy monster in the cage that you keep seeing. So we're trying to chase this thing down and put it down, but it's like corrupting the land as it travels. Let's see. Do that one. My problem last Epoch is builds are spoon-fed to you. You can't mix and match stuff beyond what is already obviously made to work together. Can't mix and match stuff. I mean, each class has like 20 or 30 skills, and then you pick like 5 of them to put on your bar, and then you design those however you want. Like, if you have summon wolves, they can be ice wolves, or they can be wolves with, like, electric fur that just basically thorns damage, or they can be tanks, or they can just be DPS. Like, there's a lot of small customization you can do. But you are correct if you're just saying that, you know, PoE 1 has, like, more customization. Because, yeah, PoE 1 has, like, you know, thousands of skill gems and stuff. It's pretty insane. Can they be wolves with guns? That's Power World. This makes the second ANET GM I met in my time playing Guild Wars 2 now. Yeah, they play too. They run around. They already decided what wolves can do. Yeah, but it's like the skeleton warrior is a dude with a sword and shield. I can't make him fart lightning. You know. I can add a little bit of lightning damage to his sword attack, just like I can add a little bit of lightning damage to the wolf's bite attack, but, I mean, yeah, like, there are limitations, you know? In both games, there's limitations. Like, I can't go to Skeleton Warrior and add a support gem for something that just doesn't make any sense with that at all. So, for that bit of feedback, like, I agree with you that PoE has more customization. That's just... Like, look at this thing. Oh my freaking god. And then you've also got, like, that's only the first skill tree. You've got this one too. And then there's also, like, the support gem system and stuff like that. I agree with that statement, but I don't really understand the feedback on they've already decided what that skill can do, because PoE decides that also. If you take the trait that gives your minions your amulet and use an amulet that can create a lightning bolt on crit, your warrior will shoot lightning. I said fart lightning, not shoot lightning. Like, make it come out the back of them.
Now.
And even then, they're only going to crit on a sword swing, so they're not going to shoot it from range. They're still only going to do it when they're swinging their melee weapon. So it's just going to be basically a buff to their melee attack. Also, I would not want to give my amulet up. Speaking of farting, what? Did you see the fart dart build that Risa got nerfed? It wasn't a build, it was just gas explosions. Yes, you make a gas cloud, then you hit it with fire, and boom, it was way too much damage. And yeah, before I realized how strong it was, I was using that in the early game because these skeletal snipers fire gas clouds. And every time that they would fire a gas cloud and then I would ignite it, it would do like 2k damage. What I didn't realize is that it was, you could stack gas clouds. I didn't realize that until I saw some clips from other streamers, where they just stacked up like 30 gas clouds and ignited it and one-shot the boss, basically. But yeah, I saw they nerfed it, and it seemed like they had good reason to. Expedition.
Itching for me to lose another limb, are ya?
Expedition logbook. I haven't checked the merchants in town this session. I need to do that. Oh, and I still haven't. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna do this right now because I keep forgetting. Still want to check the support gems for the dog. See if I can give it something better than that resistance one.
Go on.
Let's see. Okay, so, Elemental Army, not really doing anything for it. Anything related to boosting fire damage for its aura would be the best. Eternal Flame, who's the chance to ignite? No, it already has 100% ignite. Turok gotta be stunned, no. 100% more, no, it's already got ignite. Stun build up. Bludgeon. %25 more weapon LE damage. Supported skills inflict fire exposure for 8 seconds on igniting an enemy. Type of debuff that lowers the affected enemy's resistance to the corresponding damage type. By default, it inflicts minus 20% to the specified resistance and lasts for 4 seconds. Immolate. Supported skill cannot ignite. Gains 30% of damage as extra fire. Aggravate bleeding on hitting heavily stunned enemies. Rage form, searing flame. 25% less damage with hits. 75% more magnitude of ignite. That could be good. I'm not sure. So the Infernal Hound does a basic attack, but it also has an ignite aura around it at all times. So, like, let's see, 25, 23. %75% more magnitude of ignite inflicted magnitude. Buff or debuff of the values. Wait, the magnitudes of a buff or debuff are the values of the stats it applies to the target. A buff or debuff with higher magnitude is more powerful. Modifiers to the magnitude of buffs or debuffs come from whoever applies it and are multiplicative with modifiers to the effect the buff or debuff has on the target. Good lord, they could have phrased that better. So this should be, the dog does less damage directly with its bites, but the ignite does more damage. The Ignite tooltip's not updating with this. If that works on that, that would be incredibly good. But I'm not positive if it works or not. Now I can tell my horrible char puns to an ANET dev directly. May the Lord have mercy upon their souls.
What can I do for you? Time is not on our side.
Expedition logbook. Not sure how to use that yet. Alright. Sometimes this stat sheet gives us more damage, like right there. Okay, so this is 1446 damage. Why did it just change tabs? Now it's 1920. Okay, so this is definitely reducing the damage per hit, but I can't tell if it's increasing the strength of the ignite. Vincera says, what's the one change about PoE 2 you really don't like? I like the dodging. I like that it's slower. I like that there's no loot explosions. I like that the game pauses when you crash and reconnects you to where you were when you reconnect. I like the WASD movement. The only negative things I have right now are that it's not stable, but you could just say that's early access. And that there's less customization, but you could just say that that's because it's a new game versus PoE 1 was a 10-year-old game. Mock, why, Michael, why, Michael, why, Michael, why, Michael, and I'm like, why? So, that's really all I've got to say on it right now.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
And no, I don't have a referral link. That isn't just me being super positive to sell it to you.
Your swamp fiends won't help
Oh my god, get off of me! Goodness gracious. That one wanted me bad. Is there any merit to hybrid minion spellslinger builds at all? It seems to me the minions are consistent but slightly slow. I wonder if adding manual burst could augment it well enough. I mean, it depends. Like, for example, right now I have plus 250% minion damage on my skill tree. Let's say that you move some of those points elsewhere. So let's say you had 150% minion damage and like 150% spell damage. Yeah, you could absolutely do that. You would just need to balance it carefully so that you weren't just making yourself do more work for less output. It depends! It depends how you build it. Depends if you're good at the game. One down. Wait, map complete. No, it's not. I'm still fighting the guy. It says map complete when you beat one of the two bosses. Woo! Get stunned, idiot. I think maybe one could have minions apply afflictions possible. My, Raging Spirits apply poison and armor shred right now. Oh my god, run away, I'm so behind everyone on PoE, I just have to watch older VODs so I get spoiled. Hey, Kat, I'm just in maps right now. I'm past the story. So, basically what you're seeing on my screen right now is just random, random bosses from anywhere in the game, or map bosses. Is this PoE 1 or 2? 2. You know, a little trick I can tell you to be able to immediately tell. Now, obviously, for me right now, you wouldn't be able to tell. The potions. PoE 2 has 2 potions. Pee-wee 1 has 5. So if the camera of the streamer is not covering it, you can just see if there's 2 potions. If there's 2 potions, it's Pee-wee 2. Crowded Researcher's Strongbox. It's all Diablo to me unless there's a standout mechanic like base building or something. Pee-wee 1 had a little town you could build up. The Settlers of Caligurly.
Time.
Hell, it's about time. Let's see. Didn't you play a tower defense top-down ARPG for a while there? Might have been the Riftbreaker? I play that almost every Monday. They never end up putting multiplayer in that? They are working on that. They actually did a, hang on, I'm following them on Twitter. Exor Studios. Just a minute. Let's see. Just a minute here. Last stream of the year, let's conquer Metallic Valley and the Riftbreaker. Oh, wow. Anyway, this video is terrible right now. Yeah, it's low res at the moment. It's not buffering well. Anyway, they are showing a co-op stream right now. So the co-op thing is something that they are still working on for the Riftbreaker. It's in development and they've been showing clips and stuff from it. But it's Exor Studios on Twitter if you want to see it. Okay, that's pretty much the level. Scribing for Muck. Thanks, Jack.
Go on. Greetings.
Let's see.
On with the work.
Right, toss that stuff. I don't really get the expedition. Do I throw the expedition like in a map with a map? Or is it like a map all by itself? Let's try it out. What's it say? Frigid Bluffs or Lush Isle. Abyss. Oasis, Hive, Fortress, Decay, Crimson Shores, Deserted, Forest, Crimson Shores, Crypt, Hidden Grotto, Wetlands. Do I have to find a matching one? Or what if I just put this in there? No. Take this to Adanig in your hideout to open portals to an expedition. How do I even get a hideout? Travel to the Temple of Chaos. What? What is... What? What is that? I don't know how to get a hideout. I had a hideout in PoE 1. I don't know how to get one in PoE 2. Isn't there a free hideout somewhere on the map? I don't know. Let me see. How to get PoE 2 hideout. Hideout is in maps. It's a map objective. Oh, okay. So I just gotta keep doing map stuff. Okay. Did I just come across it randomly, or does it show it on here somewhere? What is that symbol? That is a... Oh, that's hideout. That's it right there. Well, there we go. Okay. So, that's it. It'll take a few maps to get over there. I'm not sure if I'll reach it today, but I can start working in that direction now that I know. They got banelings on this map. Silver Charm. I think I've already got one, but I'll grab it just to be sure. I'm so careful now with the exploding corpses. Because I could be getting one shot by that map final boss corpse explosion earlier and not being able to get the loot. Ember Astray says, chat help, I need motivation to start working. It's been half a day and I haven't done a thing yet. Ember, what you need is to have me on every monitor. That will definitely increase your focus and productivity. Also, get a coat. Hashtag ad. Have all monitors amok like that saxophone Gandalf meme. I've seen that one. I've cracked open a monster, opened my IDE, and staring at code with no thoughts, head empty. Then prepare an excuse. Yeah, I was coding all day, and it didn't save. Oh my god. The hacker man. They got me. Hi everyone. Hi Xander. Running out of excuses, Mark. Yo, don't look at me. I gave you the only answer I had. I never went into coding. I learned in high school, I learned some basic HTML coding, and then I never used it, so I've forgotten that. I could make a background turn blue. That was the extent of my ability. Tell your boss you're compiling. Yeah, you're compiling, you're defragging, you're translating the flux capacitor, all that good stuff. Yeah, true story. In high school, so I'm taking this class on like basic HTML coding, right? And I do the work, and I blasted through it. And then I was messing around, and there was this one teacher I hated, and I made this one, like, Calvin and Hobbes style comic about, like, just the teacher just being awful to the innocent students, right? And it was pretty obvious who the teacher was, and I had, like, a webpage that I was doing for work, and a webpage I made just for fun that was just making fun of this teacher. It was my English teacher. And then the computer teacher gives us a new assignment to build a webpage, and I realized that my screwing around webpage actually met all the requirements for the new assignment. So like a minute after he gave it to us, I turned it in. And he's like, "You're already done?" And I was like, I was working on one as like a fun project, and I realized it met the requirements. He's like, "Okay." And he starts like grading it immediately. And he had his computer set to like project on the board. So it projects this comic that's me just like showing my English teacher being an absolute asshole. Like just on the entire wall. And I'm just like, oh my god. And I don't know if he realized that it was supposed to be like, you know, Miss Hess across the hallway or what, but the other kids certainly did. They were just like, they were snickering. And I remember I got like an A- or something on that. And I was like, sweet. And then I just went back to playing video games because project done. If he caught on, he didn't care. Or he understood, maybe. If we're voting on next class to play, I vote Monk. I was playing it last night. It's really fun, especially with the bell skill. I feel like Mercenary or Totem Warrior would be the next thing that appeals to me. I don't know if I'll do the next class on stream or not, because I've got quite a few members of my audience that are not really into Path of Exile, and I've already put a lot of time into this. We will see. Also, it's amazing that it says map complete with how much of the map is still unmapped. So we just found the boss really fast. Mercenary's the crossbow. Yeah, Mercenary's the guy that plays like Doom Guy. He uses a crossbow like it's an automatic rifle. I really wish I knew for sure whether or not Searing Flame was working on the Hound, because I'm nerfing its damage slightly in the hopes that I'm buffing its aura, but I don't know if I'm buffing its aura. Because the tooltip doesn't say that it does, but if I read it as written, it should. Remove all of the minions tests with and without. I mean, it's kind of hard to find an enemy or like there's not like a target dummy in the game I can test it on, right? So it's gonna be tricky. Even if I had it as the only minion out and it was hitting a boss, which shows the numbers at the top, he'd be attacking, like melee attacking, and the aura would be ticking at the same time. That would still be challenging to test. Hey, Mike, you probably already answered, but after the recent reworks to Corn Orcs and Ogres, are you going to replay them in Total Warhammer 3? Arch, so I had never played Ogres. I have played Greenskins once with Grom the Paunch, and I've played Khorne once with Scarbrand, but I actually got a sponsored stream on Sunday for Total War. I'm going to be playing their new DLC and getting paid to do it on Sunday night. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Obey me.
It's one of those things where, like, don't tell them I would have done it for free, because I was very interested in playing it. This is just icing on the cake. Also, on the topic of sponsorships, tonight I am sponsored to try out Galactic Civilizations. So I'm going to be trying out Sci-Fi Civ tonight. I've never played a Civ game before. When I was telling the story, I want to react to some kind of lol because it was funny, but I'd already typed out the other message. I felt like for ignoring it. It's fine, Emperor. That means new giveaways? It does, yes. Every time I do a sponsored stream, I give away $100 or usually around $100, but in this case, $100 worth of gift cards. So there'd be $100 worth of giveaways tonight, and $100 worth of giveaways on Sunday as well. The pay it forward giveaways.
Speak. Greetings.
Greetings. Wyland's Stake Smithing Hammer. I like how it's just an anvil on a stick. Hits break 46 armor. Apply fire exposure when you fully break enemy's armor. That's close to being a good build.
Waiting.
This is what we have. Quicken your pace.
Let's see. We need on the tier 3. That'll do. Don't need that.
What is it? This is what we have available.
Okay. Oh, I need to check the merchants. I haven't done that today. Let's see. No. No. Okay, and what about Kedzuli?
See what you think.
Grants allies plus 235 to their total energy shield. That would be kind of crazy on me. I've got a lot of ES modifiers right now. Does it show me the modifiers? Max energy shield 900 recharge. No, it doesn't show me the modifiers. I don't know how much my modifiers are, but I know I've got a plus lots of energy shield percentage due to my talent tree. Okay, so working toward the hideouts. Next up, we're 5 out of 10 for tier 3 maps quest. Nice to know that ANET devs watch Random Viewers 2 streams play the game as well. Yeah. Yeah, they do. I'm also following quite a few of them on Twitter and Blue Sky, so I get the chance to, you know, talk back and forth with them occasionally on there. Yeah, there's a one named Essence of Luck that is extremely active in watching streams. Like there was during the week of Janthier, I think every single convergence I did on both EU and NA, she joined the group, which is pretty crazy. That means she was watching me and other people like all day and like transferring servers to join our groups. Oh, hold on a sec. I just realized. Let me unpause this. Haha, I paused alerts and redeems earlier while we were watching
the
those
top
game
men
trailers.
said I could touch the beaker.
Oh,
also,
God. This is
these
from hours
seats
ago.
will be much more comfortable if we just sat back a bit.
Oh,
Happy holidays,
no.
Muck and Chat.
Rainbow Wombat and Little Raccoon, thank you for the
Christmas
gifted
sub from
subs.
Santa Bezos.
You made me realize that I paused alerts, and I have just opened up the dam. We will now listen to 2 hours of alerts. You're welcome. Thank you.
What is happening?
Oh my goodness. I hate Christmas music. You've been waiting on that, haven't you?
I was a good boy. Hey, look, it's the tree of birds. How are you?
Hi, Bertree.
Come on, guys. I feel attacked. You guys should know about the egg.
Oh my god, the fattest of bliss. All of you get up.
Be in my stream every day.
We've got a serious problem.
Add one more to the pile. Happy Twitch baby Muck.
Really? We're all top men. You should know about the egg. Really?
Oh my gosh.
Top men. Click. Go, Ninja. Go, Ninja. Go. Click, click, click.
What are those? We call those the muck drops. There was once a guy in our community that just took a lot of clips of me saying different words, and we didn't know about it. And then one day he brought us these wonderful gifts. Basically just taking lots of words that I've said and remixing them. So now we have these weird things. Mark, did you see the trailer for Solasta 2? No. No, I didn't. No one sent me that one. No, we watched many trailers this morning, but no, didn't see that one. Xander, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate you. Welcome. Focus said, personally, I met one named Q-Tip a few years back under Surreal while the meta was going. I literally just went AFK, came back and saw a random dev just saying they're doing something, so started dancing with them, and they danced back. Haven't seen them on since. One of the coolest things, if you didn't already know about this, there's achievements. There's one called Carry the Creator, which is like do a raid with a ANET dev. And then there's like Conquer the Creator, which I think is to kill one in PvP or World v World. And so on and so on. There's like 4 different ones. Like do strikes with the dev, kill one in PvP, you know. So like when I'm doing content and like Essence of Luck joins, everybody there who's never grouped with her gets achievements for it. Onimusha had you screaming with excitement. Oh yeah? That was one of those franchises where I wasn't familiar with it, so I didn't recognize it. It was new to me. I really like the idea of which was shield to go try it myself. I love it. You hear all those tink tink tinks? That's damage where we just said no. I love it. Are you Infernalist? Yes. You can, whoa, hold on. I just got hit with a grenade. The Fire Dog is an indicator of that. Yeah. So the two elite specs right now, or sorry, elite spec, well, wrong game. Ascendancies right now are Blood Mage or Infernalist. And Blood Mage has nothing to do with minions, and Infernalist has one single thing related to minions, which I wanted minions because I like that. And that's the Loyal Hellhound. Which it's a powerful minion, and also 20% of the damage you take goes to the dog, so it helps keep you alive a little bit too. So I'm technically an Infernalist, but that's the reason I chose it. Mug, have you seen the trailer for the game South of Midnight? No. I did not see that one. Imagine having an ANET dev for part of your static would be awesome. It could be. Thank you. Did you try out Blood Mage? I did not try out Blood Mage. I basically just read their skills and then went Infernalist for the reason I gave earlier. I haven't tried Blood Mage. I'm trying to let my energy shield mana recover. There was a lot of damage in there. And like the poison puddles and stuff on the ground, those, you know, obviously you can't block that, so that just skips your shield. Wife brought me a sandwich. Thanks for the info. Seems I need a second witch with shield. Your fault. Ha! I don't know how good it is at Uber endgame because I'm not there yet, but it's working great for me so far. That's all I can tell you. He's dead. You are now Sandwich? Sandwich. Ha 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 ha. Alright, this map's pretty much done.
Speak. Yes.
Not bad. So my weapon right now has got it gives me 2 skeleton warriors, but they're really low level at this point. They're not doing much. Allies nearby do 62% increased damage. That's huge. Allies get a little bit of cold and regen, minor. +1 to all minion skills, huge. Discipline, I wouldn't mind having discipline in exchange for those 2 low-level skeleton warriors, but the rest of the stuff on this weapon is simply not great.
I'll be here, waiting.
Let's see, maps. Grab that one. What level should I start with the Ascendancy Trials? I didn't find the Ascendancy Trials until I was over-leveling it a bit, so I think like you could do it in the low 20s, and I did my first one in the high 20s. So that's kind of where I was on that. Alright, after this one, the next map will give us the hideout, supposedly. Skeletons need to respawn. Like now, there they are. Did you guys hear that? Oh my god. Bing 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 bing. Shield says no. No face melt today, sir. That's right. Put on the wizard app. Okay. There we go. Put on the beard closer. What? We going full Gandalf now? Alright. Oh, those dudes, the little spines, hit a lot harder than that laser did, so even though I blocked all those spines, my guard broke. The laser didn't hit hard enough to do that.
Obey me.
Normally I'm more into Decay, Contagion, and stuff for witches and necros in games, but I really like the fire theme here. Gonna go watch a Pyromania now. That is not how you keep people watching stuff. I gotta say, I just like, basically, I don't mind having low damage output as long as it's constant and they can't stop it. And then I can just focus on defense. And it's like, if I live long enough, I win. I am I'm a patient player. I'm totally happy with that playstyle. And in this case, the damage is, like, the fire is actually not doing much damage, because I've got like plus 250% to minion damage and plus nothing to fire. But the fire summons the raging spirits, and the spirits do a lot of damage, and the spirits poison and they armor shred. So the firewall basically just triggers a lot of other things. Oh Lord, he coming. Goodness. Patient, beware.
How you?
When do we raid in the end off? A bunch of people redeemed it. Ooh, mana shield just took a huge hit. I edited clips so it works with shorts. Oh, thanks. Bird says, Muck, have you thought of the fact that PoE 1 and 2 is you basically being a walking genocide to creatures that were just living their lives peacefully? Peacefully! Dude, we walked into the Vol town and passed a mountain, like a literal mountain of corpses. They were not peacefully living their lives. They were living their lives like the Joker. Are you sure you don't want to try out Pain Offering? No, I'm not sure that I don't want to try it. I might want to try it. I don't know. It's just... Pain Offering is all about you kill one of your own minions to buff the other minions, and... I'd be kind of afraid of clicking on the wrong one, you know? Like, accidentally nuking one of my own, like, really good minions, then I'm like, oh great, I just deleted my big minion and buffed the crappy ones. Awesome. Oh no, he's gonna port me. Yep. When you're in that circle, when it goes off, he ports you into the no-no pit in the middle of the room. Get stunned, idiot. Oh! He said, eat a boulder, idiot. I use Offering and try to target the priest. If I miss a hidden arsonist, oh well. Does it work on Raging Spirits? You know? You have to offer a skeleton. What about the range? Does is there ever an issue with like your guys going out of range of it? Mug, do you mind telling us what stash tabs you bought and find the most useful? Currency. I have, I think, all of the special stash tabs for PoE 2. Most of them I got just because I got them in PoE 1 like 7 years ago, and then it just copied them into PoE 2. But the only one I use, literally every single trip I go back to town, is the currency tab. The second most used one, and it's a pretty big difference between first and second place, but the second most used one is skill gems. Dust off the wizard app. I put it on almost every day. It's a redeem on the channel. I dusted it off. Alright, this is annoying. He's in like a little narrow spot, and I can't get my minions up there. There we go, got him. I kept hitting minions attack that guy, but he was in that little narrow spot. I could only get like one minion on him at a time. Currency tab, thank you very much. Sure. Okay. Back to town we go. Alright, I'll check on the paint offering thing, mechanic. Identify.
Yes.
It's not bad. But I think without that 20 int, I can't use my skills. Yeah. Yeah, I can. Alright.
I'll be here. Waiting.
Tier 4. Need another tier 3. Okay. Alright. Soul offering? No, that's not it. That wasn't soul offering. Pain offering? Let's see. Aura radius is 6 meters. For 6 seconds. That's... that's not much. That's a small buff area.
Pain offering will impale one of your skeletons to empower all your other minions. They will become faster and stronger for the duration. Pain offering will...
Try it. Use expanse with it. More AoE, more cooldown. Try it. Alright, is there a way to merge gems, or do I just have to wait and find higher ones? At the moment, I think you just have to wait and find higher ones. Usually, like, when you get into an area that is, like, okay, let's say a gem would require you to be level 30, you will start seeing that drop when you're in a level 30 or higher area. So it's you'll see them just start dropping. Okay, so this map supposedly gives us a hideout. Let's check it out. Alright, I've got the pain offering. I don't see like a circle or anything for it. I can't really tell the range. The minions glow red. Okay, I'll try to keep an eye out for that. I'm trying to click on the warriors because the warriors are like a low-level minion just given to me for free by my scepter. But if I can't find the warriors, I'm trying to just click on not the brutes. People in Steam reviews are complaining about the constant nerfs to the ground. They are saying that respec is expensive. Have you had the same issue? Nope, not at all. Absolutely nothing about the way I chose to play this has been nerfed since the launch day. I will say, I think it is a valid criticism. All right, hold on here. Path of Exile 2 is in early access. They are frequently nerfing and buffing things and you know, trying to get a feel for the balance. I think it is okay that they are sometimes nerfing things into the ground that people play. Because they're like, oh shoot, gas explosions are one-shotting bosses. That's ridiculous. And then they nerf it, okay? However, I do think it is valid criticism for players to be like, hey, totally fine that you nerfed that. Can you give us a free respec? Because the cost of respecing is so high that if you made a build around something that they considered overpowered and then they nerfed it, you might be like, okay, I don't have enough money to change to another build. I might as well reroll a character, which is 30 hours down the drain. Now, I do not think that that warrants them going and posting negative Steam reviews. I think that's kind of childish, but you know, I think that should just go into the feedback category. But that's how I feel about it. I think it's valid that they're nerfing things that are OP into the ground. I also think it's valid that people say, hey, can we get a free respec because you just destroyed my build and I can't afford to change it. Because if you get someone that's going to be like, okay, I can't afford a respec and it's 30 hours to roll a new character and get back to the point where I'm at right now, they're just going to stop playing. You know, there's a high chance that they'll just stop. Okay. Wait. What? Wait, is this the whole map? It's like teeny tiny? Map complete. Dang it, I should have not have used a special map on this. Hideout unlocked. Okay. I guess because it was a hideout map. How do I use it? Do I have a hideout button somewhere now? Like in PoE 1? Look at the NPCs. The NPCs. Alright. What multiplayer aspects are there in endgame content? Are there like raids or something? Basically, you see other players when you're in town. When you go outside of town, you're just in your own instance of the world. So if you're grouped with other people and then you leave town together or go to a map or something, then, you know, it'll be you all versus the world. So I think it's up to, I believe, 4-player co-op versus whatever you're fighting. The hideout selection window exists somewhere. Hang on. PoE 2, where is hideout? Click on the waypoint. Click on the waypoint? Okay, hang on a sec. Oh, it's over here. I couldn't see it from my own map. Okay. Once you beat the game, what other content do you have? Wait, what? I mean, so, okay. So right now, in early access for PoE 2, there's going to be 6 acts, but the acts 4, 5, and 6 aren't done. So you play act 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and 3 on a much harder difficulty, and that leaves you around level 60-ish, and then you start endgame, which is infinitely repeating stuff. It's this map. This map is basically like, all right, so like I beat a level, beat a level, beat a level, beat a level, got this tower, and the tower was like long-range vision, and it opened up all of this. And then I was like, bing, 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 and then tower opened up more, and this map just keeps going. I think it just goes infinitely. I think that this is just like procedurally generated or something. I don't know that it ends. So you know, these maps and lands just keep going, and you can go as far as you want. In the tower, you can put items to buff the maps around it. I haven't figured out that system yet. I've got my own map device now. Salvage bench, priestess. Where's the ID person.
What is it?
What is it?
That guy.
What is it? Go.
Hello.
You may have looted some precursor tablets already. Precursor tablets? That does not sound familiar. I'm not sure what that is. What's this thing? What is that?
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen those yet.
Move along now.
Let's see. Because I was confused, Alva does only offer gambling in maps that are not your hideout. Huh. Relic locker. Oh, I've got storage for relics now. Okay, hold on. Wait, are those not relics? Oh, no, relics. Oh, hold on. That's like this thing. I've only found one ever, I think. Alright, put these back. You only get relics in Sanctum? Yeah. I've tried the Ultimatum Sanctum, and the 2 times I've done it, I have gotten disconnected when I fought a giant grounded bird creature at the end. And the game DC'd me, and I got back into the game, and it reset the entire ultimatum, and I had to start it over. Hello, Delirium.
Everything you have done is only made
I'm dead.
I think I'm losing frames here because the delirium or whatever. Like, screen's like blinking and stuff. Like, this is weird. Is it when I use my... Yeah, it's every time I use a mana potion. It makes the screen blink. Don't use mana potions. I need mana potions. I'm trying to follow the delirium, which is currently moving southward. Dude, again, look at that. Every time I drink a Mana Pot, the screen just blinks. I don't know what's going on there. Runic seal. Oh no, this boss?
If it isn't the traitor herself.
Ah, I don't want to fight her again. She's annoying. Well, that is the most loot I've gotten from Delirium in PoE 2 so far. I got 3 of the buffs. Wow. Worst part is I'm not gonna get my Delirium loot. Ah, that's painful. Whatever that attack was, punched through my shield, my energy shield, my full mana bar, and my health. I gotta say though, the seizure-inducing mana potion was pretty annoying. Hold on, can I make it happen again? No, it's being normal now. Okay. RIP verification email. Looks like it was only during the Delirium. I just drank a mana potion just now, and it didn't do that again. Have you received the email yet? It's been a week now. Yeah. Yeah, we got it on the day of that whole fiasco, but it took like an hour and a half. Actually, we got one of them. We never got the other one. But I did get verified. I have to look to see if I've got a duration support gem I can put on this pain offering. Having to reactivate the aura every 6 seconds is a bit much. If it were a totem and I could just plop it down wherever, that might be different, but it's like every 6 seconds I have to hunt down a skeleton and click on it. Where's Chip? Chip, last I saw, was upstairs, napping in a sunbeam, living his best life. Not sure if he's gonna come down and visit in the next half hour or not. Got a sunny spot, Chips cancel the entire rest of the day schedule. He knows all the best sunny spots. I wonder if this map is going to have that same boss at the end of it, or if it could be different. Like, I don't know if she's just always the boss of this style of map. What is this called? Fortress. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Kiwi website down for maintenance. They've been doing a lot of maintaining this week. I'll test something. If I click this over here. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So if I click Pain Offering, not close enough to a skeleton, it goes on full cooldown. Now. That should be adjusted. So if you misclick it, it goes on full cooldown and does nothing. I would think it would either A, not work, or B, it would just get the nearest skeleton to where you clicked. But if you whiff it, nothing happens and it goes on cooldown. Uses your mana, but it shouldn't go on cooldown. Let me see. So again, I'm gonna click it over here to on the left-hand side. Yeah, used my mana, went on cooldown, and nothing happened because it wasn't close enough to a skeleton, I guess. Also, I just realized the offering can die if you summon it too close to the front line. They can just kill it. What gems do you have on it? Only Expanse, which adds 6 seconds to the cooldown, but gives it a 50% increased area of effect. So obviously that's where the cooldown's coming from, but it's wild that it's going on cooldown when it's not actually activating. It's the gem? Well, yeah, of course it's the gem. I'm just saying, it still feels like if it doesn't actually do the spell, it feels like that shouldn't go on cooldown. But we'll see if they decide to change that. Overall, the gem's nice because it's 6-second cooldown and the thing has a 6-second duration. So basically, if I see that the gem is ready to cast, if I see it's ready to cast again, I know it needs to be casted again. It's an easy way of tracking it, plus the bigger radius. Big Hits! Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Welcome. Oh, top left corner, there's something. There we go. Alright, map completed fortress. So, at that time we didn't have a boss on it, so a little different. Only if you could auto-cast Intel to auto-target a specific minion. Yeah, if I could get it to hit the low-level warrior from the scepter every time, that would be ideal. The second most ideal would just be anything but a brute, probably.
What is it?
Let's see. Oh. Well, hold on. Do I need to still be disenchanting? Disenchanting gives you regals. I've got 35. Yeah, I guess I should. I guess I should keep doing disenchanting.
Yes.
Where are they?
Yes. On with the work.
Oh, didn't mean to deposit that. Grab that back. Let's get that and add another effect to it. Okay. 9 out of 10 tier 3 maps. One more for a quest turnout. Is there a way to see if I missed some bosses in a region? It's not foolproof, but the general idea is you look at the map for an area, and while you are looking at that area, you look for these little skulls. If they're colored in, you missed them. If they're grayed out, you got them. But there are some that have markers that are not accurate. And so, like, I have killed Root Dredge, but the thing is not going dark. There are also some that don't have markers. There was a boss I killed that gave me a permanent 10% boost to fire resistance, and it did not have a marker on the map. So, it's not ideal, but that is what we have right now. Just found out PoE2 has Twitch drops. Look, it's my favorite Guild Wars 2 streamer played it. Yeah, Austin. They do have they've had Twitch drops going on for a bit. I think they're on their second wave of them right now. Alright. If we can finish this map, we'll be 10 out of 10 for tier 3s. Thanks for being awesome. Thank you for being here. This might be the last map I have time for the morning stream. We will see. that way. I got a helmet with a socket. I'm gonna grab that. Ow. I thought I was far enough away from those exploding pimples. I was wrong. Mike, have you only tried out Witch so far? I've only played my Witch so far. All my playtime has been this character and getting it to this level, which is 73 right now. Waiting to see if it exploded because there's a lot of explosions going on there. Orange item. Font of Power grants skill Malice. What does Malice do? An aura that continuously inflicts critical weakness on enemies in your presence. Every 0.7 seconds gives them critical weakness for 4 seconds. What is critical? How do I pin this? What is critical weakness? That's spirit roll. What was it? Oh, 50% increased spirit. I didn't even see that. 42 to max mana. 24% increased mana regen. When a party member in your presence casts a spell, you sacrifice 20% mana, they leech that mana. Oh, that is... Huh. So, my current scepter has... Nearby allies deal 62% increased damage. And +1 to all level of minion skills. That 50% spirit is freaking nice, but let's see, 289 becomes 339. So it's like 50. Oh, wait, is it only 50% of the... Oh, it's 50% of its own spirit, not my total. Okay, I thought it was my total spirit. It was going to increase it by 50%. Alright, so it normally scepters give 100, that's making it 150. So it gives you 50 more spirit, which is enough for like 1 more skeleton. But you're losing the 2 free skeletons, you lose 62% increased damage, and you lose +1 to all skills. And you gain Malice. No, I think I'm just going to throw this in the storage. It would be more than 150 if you improve the quality. Would it? Alright, well I'm definitely not getting rid of it. But right this second... It's absolutely a net loss. Can you put the other scepter in the shield slot? You cannot dual wield scepters. No, we tried that. Doesn't work. Ding. 74. Quality bumps anything over the first line. Thing is though, even if it gave me, let's say, 2 brutes, which would be insane, that would be like 80 spirit. Even if it gave me 2 brutes, that's giving up 2 warriors, everyone doing 62% increased damage, and everyone getting +1 level to their gems, which is an increase to damage and survivability of every skill I have. I can't imagine it's going to hold a candle to all of that. It is nice, but I don't think it's that nice. Perfect Second Street content while I frantically job search. Good luck to you. Hope you find what you're looking for. Oh, I summoned that sacrifice and it instantly got killed by that guy swinging a tree around. Too close to the front line. Okay, what is doing this? That guy was corpse exploding. Hey, why do you add dates to your streams now? The reason I've been doing that on the YouTube side, something happening to the streak? No, we still have the streak. The reason I've been doing that on the YouTube side is, if you look at my recent, these are my past streams on YouTube, right? And so many of them look like the same. Like the title's not much different. Like I've played Guild Wars 2 so many years. Is that Guild Wars? Like every Tuesday, it's like Guild Wars Tuesday, you know? So to like make it easier for people who are going back to like look at past VODs, I started including the date. I actually saw some other streamers do that and I liked the idea. So like a week ago or maybe less than a week ago, I started doing that just to make it more obvious what it was. You know, like this is the VOD for X date, that kind of thing. For now, I'm going to keep doing that, but you know, I don't know if I'll do that forever. We'll see. But I was trying to just make it easier to see, you know, like what you were seeing. Like, that's me live, or that is a VOD, that is a past VOD, whatever. And there we go. 10 Tier 3 maps complete. But note, the streak is still going. We're currently on day number 2,394. I'll go for that for now, since we're just 2 points away from it. Bro, 6.5 years of continuous streams is something else, man. Yeah. If you told me 10 years ago I was gonna do this, I wouldn't have believed it. Oh, I forgot there was a breach on this map. I'm glad I kept looking around after finishing the last boss. Someone tell world record people? No, I'm not breaking any world records. There's people that had a record going before I started and they haven't stopped. So the only way I'm gonna break a record is if they stop. god! Oh my goodness! I love the breaches. They are such constant panic. Helldivers tonight. Sponsored stream tonight for Galactic Civilizations. So I'm gonna do probably Guild Wars 2 at the start of the stream for a bit, and then go to Galactic Civ after that, and then whatever I want after that. And then, of course, I'll be doing a $100 paid forward giveaway, like I always do, with sponsored stuff. I have to make a second trip.
You don't look sick or injured. Why are you lingering here? Continue your work.
What? That's my reward for doing 10 tier 3 maps, is you giving me lip? Good God.
Skelly spam. Warhammer Total War all over again.
Wait, what? Where's the... There it is. Okay. One rare monster in your maps is duplicated. What do I do with the other one? Arkel, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. 50% increased duration of shrine effects. I don't really care about the shrines. Wait, I think the shrines are just like the boss, right? I'll go for Bountiful Bloodlines next. Okay.
Speak. Yes.
What is it?
Yes.
Alright, Disenchant. Not bad, but no. Wait. That is socket.
Until next time.
Let's see. Salvage bench. Maps. Drop those. That. I can just salvage those. I'm not going to use them. There's like no way I'm using those. And then we'll put the orange thing away for now, and let me go get that other loot item I missed. Mucker Chat, if someone knows, is there a way to turn off the graphic effect from an infusion I put on my gear? I don't want to be blue right now. In Guild Wars 2, if you put it in an item you're not displaying, so like if you put it in your hat and then disable, hide your hat or your shoulder pads or something, you can. But otherwise, like it's if you have it in your gear, it's gonna show. Alright, just gonna grab whatever else I can carry. Can you have multiple characters per account? Yes.
What is it?
What is this? Oh, I didn't even see this. Precursor Tablet of the Cartographer. That's my first precursor thing. I picked this up on accident. 7 maps in range are irradiated. 14% increased quantity of waystones in your maps. Okay. Precursor Tab. So that's the thing that goes in the, what is it called? The towers? So like... wait, I guess I haven't done that tower. Why is this not working? Do I have to do it at the map device? Okay, I guess I have to do it at the map device. Okay, so like... No. Can be used in a completed tower. Oh, maybe that tower's not done. Hold on, let me try this again. Okay, so there's irradiated. What does that do? All right, so a bunch of maps just gained this icon for irradiated. So I'm not exactly sure what effect that had, but that's what we just did. Interesting.
Greetings.
All right, and so. And then throw this in the stash. Okay. Alright, so we got level 74. We have completed the Do 10 Tier 3 maps, so now we can guilt-free start the Tier 4 maps. We've also got our hideout now, so I should be able to use this Expedition logbook next time to try that out as well. I thought you wanted to keep that item that had a socket on it. The item that I wanted to keep was that orange scepter, and I did put that in the stash. What is that listed under? Not mace. Scepter. There it is. Font of Power I kept. I don't know what the socket thing was that you saw. But in any case, we are going to save it there. I'm out of time for now, chat. We will save it here. And I'll be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream, which includes a sponsored segment for Galactic Civilization. So we'll have a big fat giveaway tonight as well. And we'll pick it up from here the next time we play PoE 2. All right. Thank you, chat, for a wonderful morning stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. A couple plugs on the way out. If you are new to my channel, my name is Mukluk. I stream every single evening and every weekday morning. I will be back, as I said, in about 5 hours for the evening stuff, if you wish to join me then. And, of course, I will not have a morning stream tomorrow, because morning streams are on weekdays, so next morning stream will be on Monday morning. So I will see some of you tonight. As always, please hit that follow button on Twitch. Like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube right now. These are links to my 2 YouTube channels if you want to check out all the videos I create. And a special thank you to our dear patrons. They keep this channel alive with their support. I could not do this without them, and there's a link to that in the chat if you are interested. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I am going to drop a raid on Noxxi, who is currently playing, doing something in VR. Probably inappropriate, I don't know. But just going to show some support to our wonderful editor who makes all of my videos. So I'll see you guys over there. You guys have a good rest of your day. I'll be back tonight. See ya.